My greatest fear is letting you go.
Then don't.
I don't want to.
Then kiss me.
I'm old and...
Just to be sure, this video contains spoilers. When Rick and Morty's wife, Diane Sanchez, returned in the Season 7 finale, the producers did an excellent job of making up for her past portrayals in the series. Rick and Morty have a rocky relationship with the character. While Rick's daughter, Beth, and her clone, Space Beth, have both had multiple episodes that fleshed out their rich internal lives, Diane just exists to give Rick a terrible history. Viewers know very little about her beyond the fact that she was formerly married to Rick.
Why is dead grandma alive in our living room?
Rick, why are you old?
She was Beth's mother, and she was killed by Rick Prime in every version of reality. While Rick and Morty Season 7 might have followed Rick's attempts to bring Diane back, the series instead focused on a number of lighter, solo storylines following this canon-shaking event. As a result, viewers entered Season 7, Episode 10, Fear No Mort, with little comprehension of the character, as Diane's personality, attitude, hopes, dreams, and points of view were never explored. Fear No Mort reversed that by giving her a significant part, although the episode's conclusion muddled this positive development.
I always wished I knew what they were saying.
Your master's thesis, non-human intelligence.
After a decade, Rick and Morty Season 7. In Fear No Mort, Rick and Morty encounter Diane immediately after emerging from the hole, a psychic place that simulates the user's darkest fear and lets them overcome it in a safe atmosphere. When Diane and Rick were reunited, she finally had more than one line of conversation, and her stormy relationship with her husband quickly proved she was more than a one-dimensional supporting love interest. While Rick and Morty Season 7 Episode 9 criticized Rick's arrogance, Diane criticizing Rick's character defects to his face before warming to him was unexpected. Because Diane was only mentioned in flashbacks previously, viewers never got to know her as anything more than Rick's idealized recollection of his late lover. Her previous screen time suggested she was a wife and mother, but little else, whereas Fear No Mort established her as a bright, hard-drinking, adventurous heroine who could keep up with Rick in every way. This was a heartwarming surprise. Technically speaking, Rick only imagined a simulation of Diane, and Morty even imagined Rick's version of her. Diane's return in Rick and Morty Season 7 still complicates her redemptive role, because viewers have only seen mediated images of Diane. However, given that Season 7 contained a whole episode without Rick and killed off Rick Prime, there's no reason to believe that Season 8 won't allow for more exploration of her character. Season 7 deviated from the show's regular format throughout, with the season premiere in Episode 3, Air Force Wong, including Morty very briefly. Now that the Rick Prime storyline has concluded, there is no reason for Rick and Morty Season 8 to not follow up where the finale left off and give Diane a larger, more prominent role.